No, please stop.
You good?
Yeah, fine.
Where are they going? Are they just leaving us here?
I don't know. You literally just came from the house. It would have been stupid not to bring anything.
Yeah, I have one of Virgo's kitchen knives.
In your pocket? Fuck it, just cut me, now. To me, fast!
Wait! Sophia!
Charlie?
No. Don't die.
Charlie?
Sophia, please, no. Sophia, please, no, don't do this to me. Sophia. Stop!
You. They tricked me. I didn't want to do this.
Why are you... Did I do something? Just... Please... I thought you were...
Dead? What? Shocked? Confused? Scared? What, are you just gonna stare at me with that lifeless face? No twitch? Nothing? Well, I want to see some emotion out of you. Betrayal with all of this. How does it feel? I mean not literally. Similarly. To be stabbed in the back. To have that pulverizing feeling that everything you loved and cried over was fake. How does that feel?
I don't know what you want me to say, Brandon.
Erica, please. I'm asking you. Now think. How does it feel to have that fragile sense of stability broken, shattered, sinking so deep you can never find it again? Okay? How do you think it would feel if you couldn't feel anything anymore? And all you had inside was this gaping incision, and you knew some remnants of laughter or remorse used to live. But that nothing in this shit fest of a planet would ever fill it again. So, let me ask you again. This whole thing I planned, tell me, truthfully, Erica, what are you feeling right now?
I don't know, Brandon. I don't get what you're trying to say. Can you just please explain to me why you're doing all this, please? I need to...
You need to? I need you to open your fucking eyes and ears, Erica. You, out of that debilitating friend group, should be the one to understand that listening to someone's so-called emotions is the least one can do. And yes, as it connects those dispositions interpreted before were mine, Erica. They were mine. It was just a sketch of the bigger picture. Because I can't find my empathy anymore. There's nothing inside stopping me from wanting to reattribute my bitterness, my agony, my hysteria onto other people. But the thing I want to do even more than that, the thing that my desolated empathy is even worse shambles with, is to find and destroy the real reason I'm doing all this and why it cascaded in the first place. Because it's you, Erica. You triggered this. You caused this.
I did this? What did I do? I genuinely do not understand any of this. This is... Brandon!
The funny part about that is, when someone tells you you hurt them, you don't get to decide if you didn't. Because you did, Erica. And what I've learned from you, my parents, just how people look in general, that they'll forget what you said, forget what you did, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. To feel in an unprecedented way that you don't have any control of changing. My parents was a good example of that. Like yours, they just had a fabricated sense of control, thought they knew it all, and they just were raised with the rotten culture their parents taught them. That's like us right now. Well, although neither of us are as dense as my parents were.
Were?
Yeah. I killed them. It's honestly no big deal. They weren't going to do anything for this world anyway. We need people less like them. Alex, for example. Oh, he's the most dullest, narcissistic person I've ever met. I should have just...
I guess all I needed to get my head out of my ass was someone who sees the world differently.
I understand, but it's wrong. I don't understand what happened to me this unrecognizable. I mean, people can change, but... Or maybe not the grown bigots or something, but I got through to Sophia with her bitchy attitude by saying the truth. Charlie, he's the most gentle person I've ever met. I don't know what hellspawn you've unleashed upon them, and I don't know what you're about to do to me, but whatever it is, it's wrong.
I remember having these talks in the ward. Very sentimental, yes, realistic, but usually overly buoyant and optimistic. And I didn't do anything to Sophia and Charlie. I mean, I put the plans into place, but I didn't do anything physically to them. The others have them. And I'm not doing this because I think people can change or because I don't think they're good for this world, but I'm doing this because of you, again. This only surrounds you. No one else. They were just here to further the pain for you. Ever realize why you were the main focus between this whole thing? They were. I wanted to put them in a state of torment to make you feel like a total piece of shit. Because I thought hurting them would be hurting you. And I wasn't wrong, was I? So, Erica, I'm asking you this again, still very curious. What are you feeling right now about this?
How do you want me to feel? I don't understand. What did I do? You would never act like this out of, what, suspected spite? I know that place didn't shit for us, okay? But we didn't even need them because we always helped each other, didn't we? Whatever's inside of you right now, it needs some comfort, at least. I've always been a friend to you. Sometimes more. We can help each other. But I just need you to tell me what I did. Just tell me. I don't recognize you anymore. This isn't you.
What would you know about me? What would your presumptions about me be, exactly? Because, Erica, I don't feel anything in here anymore. There's nothing left for me to feel comfort or any belief in you with this. So I lost that a while ago. And there's nothing left anymore that can hurt me. And I want you to feel like that. I want you to have that pit inside where you know nothing may satisfy it. Because the sensitive suffer more, Erica. So they love more and they dream more. That is true. But I think it's gonna become a passing point for me. I'm beyond that point of gaining help anymore. Like most people have become now. Notice how many people have to use pens and paintbrushes because they can't pull the trigger, Erica. Those people understand what's really happening with this. And what's really happening with this is that just because we knew each other in the most deranged and secretive and pain-riddling parts of our lives, and give anyone, especially you, the right to say who I am or how I should have came out of it. Especially when our so-called alleged relationship was only built upon the fact that we just needed reassurance, we had insecurities, and because of a fucking willingness to want to burn the fucking place down. Because I think you just can't comprehend the fact that maybe you never actually knew what we were doing with this. And that your perspective with all of this, being the hero, doesn't give justice to why your life's shit in the first place. Because if the perspective is a little switched, then Let me just say that the villain will always be the villain if the hero is the one telling the story. And yes, I did do some unfavorable things with you all. But you just have to remember that day, June 6th, 2022, 5 p.m. in the Sykes Courtyard. And if you can't remember that, then maybe I'm not the manipulative villain in the story after all. Put that knife away. Because that person you created in your head never existed. It was never a real thing. It was a fake person made by the person who caused all of this. A person who I'm thinking wants to know why this is actually happening. Do you? Do you really want to understand why this is what it is?
Yes, I do. Please.
Yeah. Okay. Let's start from the beginning. When we met, honestly back then I felt lucky. Because I found someone who supposedly understood what I was going through. And not only did we have similar experiences, but we have same conditions: ICD, DD,
SP, ADHD, bipolar, HPD, etc., etc. Having someone who'd openly listen to you was good for me. Because with you, I was getting better. I wasn't having as many seizures, manic episodes, and I wasn't cutting myself anymore. Even as much as I hated that place, whenever you were present, I felt like I had a home. A real home. A place where being broken was a thing to be proud of instead of being insulted and lectured all the time. And the friendship we had, it felt unreal. I felt like we were in one of those high school dramas with a perfectly shaded relationship, having deep, intrusive conversations that always reminded me of what people like us could be, that anyone can be. And it really got to the point in our friendship that it became a little more than just a friendship. And when that changed, from that point,
before I knew the truth, I always wanted to tell you that you were the most important thing to me. Nothing topped you then. But looking back, all I could see is that it was fiction. And that it was just blinded by this cloak of dewy, soggy instability. And that it was just manipulation under that. And you know how I know that? It was from that day, June 6th,
2022, exactly at 5 p.m. in the Sykes Courtyard. It was our 4th year in that place. Specifically, the year they started allowing parental visitation, which June 6th was the day my parents decided to stop over. And, of course, is the same day you, for some reason, decided to ruin everything of what we had. I thought you forgot.
No, of course not. It's not. This is anything more interesting for me to have my mind on anyway.
Thank you for coming out, but because my parents are here now, I'm not expecting much to get any better.
Just act like they don't exist. If they're not here, they can't do anything.
Yeah, I guess. I feel I'll be fine.
Anyway, it's not like they would know what happened here or what we did.
Yeah.
Like all the stuff we did.
Yeah.
Relax, they can't hear me from here. They probably could use some nose candy too, am I right? It'd probably help them. Like, seriously.
Okay, stop.
Calm down. Okay, whatever. I forgot I'm doing the meditation thing, and it's at 5, so I'm late. So bye.
Okay.
When are you gonna grow the fuck up, huh? You do realize everything we do is for you, right? But you're just a selfish, ungrateful piece of shit. When is enough gonna be enough, huh? Huh?
Just calm down. It's not like that.
You're not even fucking listening, are you? Don't fucking tell me to calm down. Fucking drugs. You know what? I'm done. I am done. Stop. I'm not gonna stop until you learn to act like a normal fucking kid. Oh, fuck this. Listen here, you cunt. There are consequences for every action in this world. And considering that little stunt you and that girl Erica pulled, I think it's pretty fucking deserving of these consequences. You understand?
Yes, I do.
Oh, well, that's great,
Honey,
because...
I think that's enough. He knows what he's done is wrong.
Shut it! I'll deal with you later. You understand why I'm doing this, right? Listen to me. She can't do anything for you. So do you understand?
Yes.
Good. Good.
Brandon, I'm so sorry.
Don't be petty with all of this. This doesn't count for any apologies. Because I don't care. I came to terms with myself. It's not like I would feel relief from it anyway. Because I've spent so long thinking I was the reason for why it happened. But the one thing I can't understand is why you did it. Why were you not coherent with yourself? That fraction of that one day, you were so incoherent with how you treated me otherwise. So tell me, and this is me actually asking you how you feel about this. Tell me why you did it.
It wasn't like that in any way. It wasn't something comprehensible in that way at all.
What? You think I just had one knife with me? Now talk. Go on.
Okay, I don't know. Brandon, I guess when I was, I guess I just wanted something different. When I was around all of you in the ward, you, Angelica, Henry, you all regressed much faster than I did, and I guess I just wanted to show that I was better than I actually was when I was not. And I think I did that by putting you down to the level that I was at, which I feel awful about now. I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. I didn't want that to happen. I didn't want any of this to happen at all.
Yeah, of course you did. So what I'm hearing is that you did it because you were jealous of everybody else? No one in there was going through a better time, Erica, as if you even knew what they were going through. And what irritates me even more is that you could have asked for help back then. Because back then I would have helped you, willingly. Because you honestly made this so easy to plan out. You just had to fake my death, put you in an environment stressful enough to trigger your ICD, and then just listen on the conversations you had otherwise. We just listened, followed, accorded what we did and who did it with what you guys planned on doing. See this? A small microphone. Little, but it hears everything around it. One day we literally broke into your house, the four of us, and just placed these all over the place. The kitchen, the garage, the dining room, everywhere. And we listened to all your conversations, as deranged as it is. And then we placed these on our cloaks, followed you around even more with the Waggy and with Charlie. We're all there. And of course, with the four of us, I had to kill one of our own, because it failed to kill one of yours, with Charlie. That did mess us up, but it was fine in the end, because we ended up here. As ironic as this place is, we do have history here. Moorwood Park, I bet you understand why this is important. Because things change, Erica. With all of this, and now, as you know, with this.
Okay, I understand. And I was wrong, I admit that now, but what happens now?
This is the final step with all of this. Wrap this whole thing up. And the interesting part about this is that, in my opinion, I don't care if I die or not. All I care is that if I stick this knife in your neck.
Alex? Angelica? I'm not scared of you.
Then why did you want it?
So what, you're gonna use the knife, you fucking idiot? What are you, a fucking pussy? Do it! Do it! Come on, stab me!
Erica. Erica, whatever you're trying to do, this is not gonna work.
I may not be the best person in the world, but at least I'll make it out of here alive.
the villain now? I'm not scared of you.
Move! You can't leave!
Societal masterpieces that you and Alex
and everything. I'm not expecting much to get better. Just Caitlin! Oh my god, okay.
well That's right, guys. I've been here this whole time when we've been filming, Just like non-insane.
It's day 3.
I'm gonna shit myself.
Day 3. Wait, so we time out so I can eat the camera.
No, I did before. I was like,
Do it again.
no! What happened? I started laughing when you go. Thing about that they'll forget what you said. What was you? Did you do it? Yes. Okay. I'm definitely good.
No. Sophia, when I... Fuck.
What do you fuckity do? What do you do?
Hi, Kevin. Hello.
Just go back to where Halloween party you just came from and just hey, what the fuck was that for? Just go back. But that boy was alone and go back to. Oh my god.
Understand why I'm doing this, right? Wait, oh. There are 2 consequences for every action. This. Listen.
What are you doing?
A few blocks away. I'm honey, no.
Oh, you did.
The conversation.
Like playing Nintendo like on the floor, and she like started acting like a counselor. She's like, door open 5 inches, like girl.
Hey guys, welcome to my personal vlog. Hello.
Eve, did you hear the guy that... God.
There's nothing feel, huh?
I don't even like.
You got this.
Oh, but I already.
Oh, you something that. Oh my god, please. My stomach's gonna die.
Wait, come.
Oh, are you starting? Just follow the line.
Propaganda.
And then when you get here, that's it.
Hairline fracture on 2 of my ribs. Minor concussion. Bit mouth, bloody mouth. Discombobulated. Center, bounce, off. Legs, stanky.